It is a disturbing trend. Maryland sees the highest daily increase in coronavirus cases since the pandemic began. Our state hits another record with nearly 3,000 new COVID cases reported. The positivity rate jumps to over 7%. Restrictions are set to tighten across the state this evening. WJZ is live. Annie Rose Ramos explains the changes. Annie Rose.
Hey, Lynn, good morning. Well, because of this surge in COVID cases that we're seeing statewide, Maryland is now moving back to their phase 2 in capacity levels of their reopening plan.
It starts today at 5 p.m. All restaurants, bars, and facilities where alcohol and food are served must close by 10 p.m. And all retail businesses, religious institutions, and personal services revert back to 50% capacity. Yesterday, our state reported the largest single-day spike since the pandemic began, 2,910 new infections. Though a vaccine is on the way, doctors say more restrictions are needed to slow the spread.
We need to prepare that while this vaccine is being distributed, we will see numbers hopefully slowly going down, but we'll need to remain vigilant.
On Thursday afternoon, Governor Larry Hogan met with President-elect Joe Biden and other governors to talk about tackling this public health crisis.
It was a very cordial and I thought productive meeting, and you know, we went through all the governors, kind of just shared their thoughts with the Vice President, with the President-elect, and you know, he talked about his desire to want to work together with us, you know, in a bipartisan way. I thought it was a good first start.
And Lynn, here in Baltimore City, restrictions are even tighter than on the statewide levels. Restaurants, bars, anything indoors is now capped at 25% capacity. Reporting live, I'm Annie Rose Ramos for WJZ.
Baltimore City schools will pause in-person learning and meal sites the week after Thanksgiving. Instead, students will learn virtually. The district says the health and safety of students, families, and staff is a top priority. And since the upcoming holiday may include travel and social gatherings, it's safest to delay coming back into the classroom. In-person learning and meal sites will pick back up December 7th.
It's 5:34. Some health officials say there's more evidence a herd immunity approach to the virus will not work, meaning if enough people get sick from COVID-19 and recover, the majority of people will develop immunity. But here's the catch. Researchers still don't know for sure how long immunity lasts. Now, that means if we let the virus infect most people and most of the population, millions of people could still die without any guarantee those who live will be protected for longer than a matter of months. Dr. Leanna Wen from Baltimore's former health commissioner says that is a big concern.
We also don't know how complete the protection is and whether, if you're exposed, you may not get sick, but could still transmit the virus to others.
Doctors add, even with a vaccine, people will probably have to get booster shots like tetanus or even annual shots like with the flu.
The U.S. reports surging coronavirus numbers. Confirmed cases around the country now top 11.7 million, and more than 252,000 Americans have died. California plans to impose an overnight curfew. Starting tomorrow, all non-essential work, movement, and gatherings must stop between 10 p.m. and 5 a.m. The order will last until December 21st, but could be extended. President Trump continues trying to overturn Joe Biden's victory in the 2020 election, while the president-elect condemns the president's actions. Deborah Alfarone reports for WJZ from Washington.
Did you all watch My Cousin Vinny?
During an animated press conference at Republican National Committee headquarters yesterday,
I know crimes. I can smell them.
the Trump campaign again failed to present evidence of widespread voter fraud and cast further unsubstantiated allegations.
Massive influence of communist money.
More than 2 weeks after Election Day, the campaign is running out of paths to challenge the results.
President Trump won by a landslide.
Today, Georgia is expected to certify President-elect Biden's victory. All 5 million ballots were counted by hand during a 6-day audit.
The point of the audit is to show the machines counted the ballots fairly.
Also happening today, President Trump is meeting with 2 Michigan legislators at the White House. Democrats say he wants them to intervene, though there's little evidence they have any power to do so.
Joe Biden won Michigan by over 150,000 votes, 14 times the margin that Donald Trump won by in 2016.
The Trump appointee at the General Services Administration has yet to approve the transition process. It's left President-elect Biden looking for other ways to prepare for the White House.
Being one of the most irresponsible presidents in American history.
Mr. Biden condemned the president's actions while speaking to reporters yesterday.
I'm confident he knows he hasn't won and is not going to be able to win, and we're going to be sworn in on January 20th.
The president-elect also spoke with a bipartisan group of governors yesterday on the coronavirus pandemic. Deborah Alfarone, CBS News, Washington.
5:37, Johns Hopkins University is being recognized for the work it's done to track the coronavirus. Time magazine named the Resource Center website to its list of 2020 best inventions, calling it 2020's go-to data source. Now, since its launch in March, the Resource Center has been viewed nearly 1 billion times by users across the world. The annual list recognizes 100 groundbreaking inventions that make the world better.